Oh my God, we are on. We are on. YouTubers all over the world, everywhere. Umuibo, this is Chief OBDK and my co-host. Hello, sir.
Yeah, how you doing?
Good morning, sir.
Yes, good morning. Good to see you. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, from wherever you are. Yes, this is live, as Chief OBDK said, and this is Oshion, Professor Black. It doesn't really matter what you call me, but I'm telling you, we are live here today.
This is American Biafra Veteran Network in Washington, D.C. And we welcome you. We welcome you. We welcome you. We welcome you. We welcome you from all over the world. We are just going to have a general conversation on many things that are taking place, especially in Biafra. But we'll start simply by letting you know all the people that are in Nigeria, but in particular in Biafra, you're the ones that we're really talking to. All of you in Biafra and anywhere in the world. But let's get to the beginning of it. My dear brother, good morning, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good evening. Those in Biafra land, we salute you.
We salute you. There's so many people everywhere.
Mm-hmm. How about Umada Biafra?
Oh, yes.
Oh, man.
My goodness.
Those awesome ladies.
And they'll be coming on. They'll be coming on. Now, many of you would like to call in. We want you to call into 202-250-0001. Bam. 202-250-0001. Or you can make it 202-699-3173. You get that? Call us. We have means of answering your call. So because we're going to be talking about so many things, and we want you to please call in. Don't be rude. Don't be nasty, because we will cut you off and put you in the corner. We don't mind. This is American Biafran Veterans Network. My dear brother.
Yes, sir.
The weather outside is terrible.
I am telling you.
It took me a long time to drive through that very bad, cloudy, weather. Is just so much. Mm-hmm. So wherever you are, you might have a beautiful weather where you are. But here in the United States, it's raining dogs and cats. That's what we have. So we're going to jump right in and start talking about some things that, and we're trying to be as inclusive as possible. We'll do the best that we can. Not only the bad weather, but American election is online. American Congress is either going to remain the same or it's going to change.
Definitely.
We really don't know.
Yep.
But it's going to, something is about ready. You think Nigerian 2023 presidential election is something? You haven't seen election like you see in America. You might spend 1 or 2 or 3 billion naira or dollars. In America, you're talking 100 or 200 billion dollars. So
it ain't easy here.
And you that are in Biafra land, election in America is cutthroat. I don't mean that literally, because when you say cutthroat,
that's just a metaphor.
It's just a way of saying things, So we don't mean really cutthroat, but it's a dog.
Civilized
dog
in a civilized way.
In a very civilized way. And
nobody kills anyone.
Nobody kills anyone. So after the election, everybody go
Everybody are friends again.
Lick their wounds, kiss your wife, grab the children that could have done better.
But let's wait till next time. Civilized.
Very civilized election.
Yes.
But it's going on. Recently, President Biden of the United States appointed a new press secretary. Now, what is going on under this Democratic rule or Democratic compensation, not compensation, but compensation, that is dispensation. That's what I want to say.
Okay.
President Biden appointed a black woman to speak for him, to be the press secretary. Never before happened in American history that a black woman, her name, if I can find what her name is, she has a very interesting name. The new press secretary, her name, here it is, Karina Jean-Pierre. Pierre sounds French. Jean sounds French. Karina sounds French.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody who speaks French have become America's press secretary.
Wow.
Unprecedented, never before happened. We don't know what kind of doodle is going to come out of her mouth. And I mean that when I say it, because the French are some people that you just cannot trust.
Wow. Chief, I hear you saying that, and you go back to Britain too. Something is happening in Britain.
You can't
Boris is an Italian.
Oh my God!
It's an Italian name.
Boris,
he has an Italian background, so he's not really a British.
He's not. He's
if
not
you really
even
want to
British.
talk about,
no,
he's not British.
He's a
foreigner.
He's a crook.
Oh God! Come on, Britain has been crooks all their life, all their century, and also.
Well, Chief, Professor, bring it out. Come on,
I'm telling you.
Let me take this back to the professor. Let him shine some light on this. Boris Johnson. What a dog.
Boris Johnson.
Boris Dog Johnson.
Yep.
What an idiot.
Yep.
Let me see him around the corner and see who will win. And I guarantee you, despite my age, I'll whoop his behind.
I hear that.
I hear that. Who he is.
I hear that, Warren.
Can you imagine this man going to the point of telling every Nigerian that if you now want to leave Nigeria as a refugee, don't come to London. Don't come to UK. He told them, go to Rwanda.
What an insult.
Oh, Moses.
What
a
an insult.
locked-in country.
What is stupid moron.
A moron.
Who still feel this is still their century. This is still their world. Let me tell you this. Britain is a third world country. As I speak to you now.
Amen.
Everybody knows that. The only way they survive is by, as they have always done so many years, stealing from others.
Yes.
That's how they survive. Britain is a third world country. I don't know what anybody will be going there to do anyway. You have the audacity. First of all, remember he offered, was it some kind of asylum to IPOB members and all this kind of crap?
It's okay for a terrorist.
That's kind of crap. Are you stupid?
He is.
Are you really stupid?
Yes, he is.
When you needed to break away from EU, you had a referendum. And you broke away from EU.
But you don't want that to happen.
And you don't want that because you think you have some kind of power over anybody and everybody in Africa. What a moron.
No way.
What a moron.
What a real moron.
And when you can look at this, your prime minister and spit. Don't you see how he looks? You can tell the guy is not a bit Abero.
Professor, some young children, you're listening to us as adults, and you can hear us. You can hear our anger towards this Prime Minister of UK. You can hear our frustration towards this guy. And I know you guys are young and you're saying, why are these people just getting so angry with our Prime Minister, our Queen? Well, let me tell you about your Prime Minister and your Queen.
I like that. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are listening and watching this, I don't know if people know that the so-called Queen is the great-granddaughter of Prophet Muhammad. That's an allegation. If you think I'm wrong, if you think it's not true, come out and defend yourself. Come out and tell the world it's not true.
I wonder why she always
come and tell the world it's not true. She is the last surviving family members of Prophet Muhammad.
Why does she always like to go to Africa to get for somebody to make love to her?
Africa.
You heard what I said?
They survive by
somebody to make love to her.
That's how they survive.
Africa.
That's how they survive. And ladies and gentlemen, do you know there are parts of Britain right now in London that even the London police cannot even venture to go into?
What do you mean by that? You know,
not even go into that.
I'd like to go into it. Why? Why is it that the London red cap standstill police cannot go to some parts of London?
Because guess what? As much as they flexing their stupid muscles all over Africa, stealing, pillaging African countries, the Muslims, remember, they're right-handed people, you know, encircle them. If you look, mayor of this, mayor of that, they're all Muslims.
The Muslims have encircled Britain.
They have encircled Britain. Is history. So, they don't even know it.
So
they are history.
That whole British island, UK island.
Yeah, Muslim is going to be taking over. See, do you know some of the ancient cathedrals and churches there in Britain have all been converted to either clubs or Muslim mosque?
Are you serious?
I am telling you that if you're in Britain, you better investigate what I've just said.
So if you're an Igbo man stuck in Britain, in UK, kissing some butt, thinking that you're safe.
You're safe.
Thinking that everything is okay.
Imagine.
Hello. It's a new world.
Imagine.
There's no such truth.
Imagine.
There's no such truth.
Yep.
There's no such truth. It's not true. You are not safe anywhere in Britain. Nowhere.
It's a matter of time.
Because to Muslims, Islamic...
It's a matter of time. There are territories that they even, like I said again, let me repeat myself. There are territories in Britain, in London, that even the London police cannot venture into because these Muslims will get rid of them. They're not allowed to go into certain sub-enclave.
In their own territory?
Yes. The Muslims will chase them away.
That useless island with no resource. That they believe so that they have all the power. And when
that's how they feel.
The matter is, it's Mago.
They've been doing Mago until Second World War. Then didn't you see how they were humiliated left and right, front and back, when the Second World War came out?
And that's how they lost that war.
That's how, of course, they were nothing.
For the United States.
They were, and guys, let me tell you a true story.
Bring it.
During that Second World War, you know, as of that time, they were in Nigeria, and Nigeria was their territory. And guess what? They invaded, not really invaded, because they, at that time, they do anything they want to do. And do you know that most men in the so-called Middle Belt area today, you call Middle Belt area, went to war. They were used as guinea pigs. They were used as, what is the military term?
Guinea pig is good.
Front people, what do you call it? Is it
point men?
Point men.
We use them.
Point men.
Yeah, well, you know,
men in Middle Belt were used as point men, meaning they were put in the war front, massacred by the enemies. And guess what? Because of that, that's why in Middle Belt today, you see a lot of Igbo names. Igbo-related names in Middle Belt today. And you know what happened? Just a minute. You know what happened? Really?
Hold on, we're coming.
The people in Middle Belt that fought the genocidal war by Nigeria, by the Middle Belt people, were actually Igbo blood-related people.
Oh, so they used us then? They're using us now?
Yes.
They're continuing to use some Igbo people. Okay, we have a call. And we've asked you before, if you want to call in, please go to your phone and just dial 202-250-0001. Call in. We want to hear from you. We have a call on the line. Good morning. Who is calling, please?
Good morning. This is Wanda Yamaka.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Biafra is here. Thank you so much for calling.
Thank you, my gallant brothers and uncles, for the great job Albert is doing in creating awareness.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're talking about Boris Johnson and Britain. and their animosity and whatever it is that you would like to ask, please ask us the question.
Yes. Boris Johnson, I was one of the women that went to London to ask him why the silence over the rendition of our leader, Mazina Bukalo, and what this conspiracy was all about, or is all about. Boris Johnson, of course, he knows what to do. I mean, nobody spilled any blood when Scotland requested to went to a referendum and it turned out the way it is. The point remains that Britain is ruling Nigeria again, through the back door. This is real neocolonialism, and it's nothing but because of economic, gains, the oil. But we have let the world know that the oil is in Biafra land. We don't mind, striking a deal with them, but we need our freedom first. You cannot hold people's stuff and then you want them to submit by impunity or by force. Britain knows that they are one of the people holding our freedom. Britain knows why our leader Mazin Nandekalo is in the dungeon. And then unfortunately they think that when they're holding that the whole agitation will die. No, there are multiple Nandekalos out there, and then Nandekalo is the one that actually is holding everybody's peace. Because Britain does not own anything. Everything Britain is using to maintain their land is something they grab from here and there in the third world country. The activities of Britain in the third world country is very, very questionable. And unfortunately, I bring it back to our people in Biafra land who are not seeing the bigger picture. Because the power belongs to, if we all said no to neocolonialism, definitely Britain will not do anything.
The time is coming.
But unfortunately, we are the ones, that they are using divide and rule, to enable their evil plan. Because what Britain is doing in Biafra land is evil. Katrina Lane is not giving them the bigger picture. She's not saying it the way it is. I'm so glad that they even retrieved their steps yesterday after this fake news that they prescribed IPOP. I wonder how they're going to prescribe people who are telling the terrorists Fulani not to kill us. Let me say, they're going to make us the victim of the victors, that kind of thing.
Thank you.
I am so glad that you guys are bringing this topic, and I want to applaud you guys and together.
Thank you. Oh, don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere, my dear sister, because I would like her to talk about what the refugees policy that UK have just come up with. That policy states that if you are a Nigerian, African, or even in any African country, but it specifically said Nigeria, that if you want to leave Nigeria as a refugee, do not come to England or UK hoping to get a hotel room. And he said to them, those that are leaving as refugees, go to Rwanda. My dear sister, here, consider somebody to be a refugee, chased away from their home, from their farm, and now moving towards become actually a refugee. You're just roaming the world. But now there's an opportunity for you to go to UK, but the prime minister of that country said, don't come. No, don't come. Go to Rwanda. What do you think about that and the family that are refugees?
Chief Obidike, this is man's evil to man. But he doesn't know that this is evil. But he doesn't know that if they leave us alone, we don't have any reason to go to anybody's country. They know we have all it takes to be like any first-class world if we are enabled, if we are given security and peace. Sending somebody to Rwanda, and that tells you, Chief, because that bleeds my heart, because they use us to play this dirty game. Why would Rwanda is an African nation, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Why would a president of Rwanda play this dirty game with
Britain?
Our Britain is an oppressor of the passport.
Hell Biafra. Hell Biafra.
Biafrans, the die is cast. The wind is blown.
You're so right.
Biafra
We're
land is
going to
completely
commercial.
surrounded by our enemies. They're
Listen
now
to
going house to house, killing our youth, women, children, men, livestock, burning houses and markets. They will reach your village if not stopped. We must defend our home, protect our mothers, our fathers, sisters, brothers, friends, and our neighbors. No mission is too complicated. We will get the job done. We have sworn to sacrifice our lives if necessary to ensure the survival of Biafra. We did not ask for this, but have been pushed to the wall, while the rest of the world watch, doing nothing as we are being slaughtered. We have cried and begged enough to deaf ears. We cannot make peace with one who wants no peace, but seeking to exterminate us. The only option left is to rise and defend us by all means necessary. Nigeria government, Boko Haram, bandits and herdsmen are one and the same. U.S. government knows this fact. U.S. government has more and better intelligence apparatus than the rest of the world put together. USA government, by selling military hardware, is supporting genocide of other ethnicities and Christians by Muslim Fulani-led Nigeria terrorist government. To defend us, we need tools, and to get tools, we need support. Seeking self-defense is not a crime. We must be ready to strike when ordered to do so. From the Defense Structure Central Commander, please support Biafra Defense Fundraise Campaign. It is our duty. We, not the next generation, must get the job done. We did not ask for this, but compelled by necessity to survive. We cannot continue sitting and watching our people crushed or remain enslaved. We have been pushed to the wall. No place else to run to. Self-defense is not a crime. If Ukraine had to defend themselves, we must defend ourselves from the foreign invaders and the imposed governors. Man, we have to do this. This generation, not the next generation. We have to fight for our survival or else be exterminated. Support the Biafra Defense monthly fundraising. We are down, but not out. For the Lord is with us. We need your support now. We need your support now to be ready. We must be proactive. We need tools to defend ourselves. We need tools to defend ourselves. All hail Biafra! All hail Biafra!
Hamzat, American Biafran Veterans Network, Umuada Biafra Worldwide, and Biafran News anchors approved this message. All hail Biafra! It is all hail Biafra.
All hail Biafra.
Professor, you know, she has touched on Umuada and Didiamaka has touched on so many subject areas.
Yes.
And very critical subject areas. It's man's hate for man. That we have to now take this position to protect ourselves.
Yes. Absolutely.
Do we have a choice?
We don't have a choice, absolutely. If you know the history of Britain, Britain has always played this game. You go back to the nation of Israel when they obtained independence. It was also the same game by
1967.
Britain. It was the same game by Britain who would never let anybody breathe. So they have played this game for so long. We know their game. And I'm telling you, whatever goes up must come down one day. And so that's where we're going right now.
You're so correct. And Didiamaka is very correct. You know, as of today, Britain is beginning to feel the pain. The price of fuel in Nigeria is now 700 naira per liter. Man, that's a lot.
We're talking about gasoline now, right?
Gasoline. You know,
yeah.
I mean, I'm very angry with
That's
this
very
Biden
laughable.
guy, you know, because I'm even angry with Biden. I paid almost $75
Wow.
for gas and put in my car. You know how many people I can feed with that?
With that in Biafra land. Oh, Jesus Christ.
God. You know, this is $75.
Yep.
Now, some people in Biafra may not understand how much money that is, but I'm telling you, that's a lot of naira.
Yep.
So, my dear sister, you've come to the point that you have made. Thank you so much. And anybody who would like to call us again, please call us at 202-250-0001. And you can also try 202-699-3173. My dear sister, we hope that you call us back.
Thank you. Thank you, Wada.
Thank you for
Thank you, Wada.
contributed. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, my Ghana brothers. Keep it up. We must overcome.
Amen.
And that was a very good.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard this young lady, gallant young lady of Umabia, Umada Biafra worldwide. I mean, we're talking about women riot in those days. I'm telling you, they are still alive. They are, so many things that women cannot do. Biafran women can do better.
Professor.
Yes, sir.
Professor.
Yes, sir.
Buhari went to Ebonyi State, and he went to talk to politicians, and he went to talk to I don't know.
Whatever.
We get to the point we just say whatever, I come back to the young people. The young people that are born in different parts of the world by Biafran mama, Biafran papa. Please pay attention to us. We know your intelligence. We know your talents. We're looking for you to come call AVET TV. That is American Biafran Veterans Network. Call us. We need your help. Talk to me. Buhari went to Ebonyi State and nobody was there to wave the flag and greet him. What happened?
Because he went to a territory that does not in any way belong to an expired Nigeria. Nigeria was long expired.
An expired one.
It's long expired.
Hey.
2014 was when the word Nigeria expired.
For 100 years.
For 100 years. It was an experiment for 100 years.
So 2014.
2014 was the end of Nigeria.
So what are they still trying to rule?
Yeah, because they have no brain.
Oh.
They have no brain.
Oh.
Well, because they are suffering from what we call the stalker syndrome.
Ooh.
Stalker syndrome. Where at the end of the day, you've been so devastated by the enemy, you don't love your enemy. Whatever your enemy does, you love him or you love her. You just love him. Yeah. You can't even reason anymore with your brain. The brain that the great Elohim has given you to reason as a rational human being. You cannot even do that anymore. You love your enemy. That's way. And you have a certain people called the Fulani who are so, and I'm gonna get right into it.
Go.
Who are so obsessed with
that love,
and also the fact that they said they own Nigeria.
Can you believe that?
The Nigeria that expired how many years ago?
I want you to talk to them.
And guess what? Let me just talk to people about this. Fulani people.
You need to listen to this. You need to listen.
Now look at what they're saying. Look at their claim that their forefathers, Ottoman and Fodia, gave them possession of the place called Nigeria. Remember, they are foreigners. They are the last ethnicity to come to the place they call Nigeria today. The Fulanis. Remember that from Sahel. And so they claim that their grandfather, Osman Danfodio, who was the one that gave them possession. But check this out.
Osman
Danfodio. I guess that's what they call Adam. Whatever they call, I don't care. And listen to this. Listen to this, Chief. Osman Danfodio, whatever his name is or was, conquered the Hausa ethnicity. That was back in 1805. And according to them, that period was when the Osman Danfodio, whatever his name is, promised and or told them that the entire place called Nigeria belongs to them. You understand what I'm saying?
Hey, who the hell is this Osman?
But wait a minute. Wait a minute. In 1805, there was no place called Nigeria.
Regionally, there was no place.
There was no place called Nigeria.
Okay.
And guess what again? Osman Danfo, they didn't even pass through Middle Belt. Because he was stopped by the TV warriors. He didn't even pass through Middle Belt. So how the hell did he know the region called Nigeria to promise his descendants or whatever they call
to promise anybody?
To promise anybody.
That this is yours.
Yep. He didn't even penetrate into the place we call Middle Belt today. He was not even able to penetrate that. And there was nothing called Nigeria at that time. How the hell did he know to promise his whatever that they own the enclave called Nigeria? You see how fake.
You students.
Yeah, you see how fake. You see how stupid with no brain. You see how they are. They're not even reason like human beings.
Professor, all you students. I don't care if you're at Howard University. I don't care if you're at Harvard. Listen, there is a history behind this confrontation, this conflict called Nigeria-Biafra confrontation. There's a history behind it. And it's important for you to listen because these are your ancestors that we're talking about. And this professor is giving you a sense of what happened. Who the hell, excuse the language. No, don't excuse it.
No, don't excuse it.
You know, Osman.
We're going to say the way it is. Well, sorry if you don't like it.
You know, so the point is that there is no place at that time in 1805 called Nigeria. So,
and this man didn't go beyond Middle Belt. So the place they call Middle Belt today.
So, and I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in yours. You know, you're a student. I can see it in yours. Well, how did Nigeria come about? And we're going to ask the professor, well, if it was not, how did Nigeria come about? And I'm sure that you're listening now. If you're not listening, pay attention.
Thank you.
How did Nigeria come about?
Thank you, Chief. Thank you, Chief. We know before the British came in, of course, when you go back to the so-called the partition or the what they call the 1884-85 Berlin Conference, whereby the Caucasian race divided Africa amongst themselves.
I'll get that now.
We know that, right?
You know, especially black people in the black universities. You guys need to hear this. And I really ask you to, what is called black universities, you need to hear this. Because before the white man came over to that place, that region, and petitioned it, divided it up. France, you take this. Germany, you take that. Who's the other one? England. Take that. Just take that territory and make it yours. Don't forget, there are people living there. They were not invited. They came in on their own. So when they divided the area, what was the next process? What was the next thing that they finally did? Decide? I understand. I mean, I'm an old school.
Yeah.
And I'm really.
and yes, that was what they did. And please go to the 1884-85 Berlin Conference. Please go.
Berlin.
Google it and you can read it for yourself, and it's a lot of knowledge, especially if you're an African person.
So you can see that there was a conference between all these European countries, and they decided that, hey, you know, have yourself a beer.
Yep.
You know, and after you drink your beer, what part of that region do you want? Just like that.
Just like that. They all agreed.
Don't forget there was humans in there.
There were humans, empires there.
Not just
empires there.
Not just a bunch of ghetto folk.
And so the empires they call savages.
Oh.
But you left your own country and traveled through the sea for weeks to come into my country with a gun in one hand and Bible in the other hand. You came in, you pillaged my people, you killed my people, you destroyed my people. And when we try to defend ourselves, you call us savages.
Now, didn't that happen in another area, another country?
It's
called America.
Oh, it happened.
Oh,
yeah.
Even the Indians.
Oh, yeah.
The Indians that were here. One little white boy come in here, and, please forgive me.
Yep.
If for anybody who is offended by it, but the one little white boy comes in here and says, I hereby dub this place America.
America. They were visitors.
Despite the fact that there are people here.
Who were
Indians. Yeah. Now they call them native Indians. Council on one Tibo. No. Genante. Oko budasi bido. Ndo cha biala eba. Bia woluzie na ani a si no nke ha. Ani nde madu biko na eba. Duka ife melu na
Africa.
The same thing. So America Indians are now called native Indians. Native to who? They never named this place America till today. So then I just know America. Obodo Yibo. Mba. Nkabu and Indians.
Ladies and gentlemen, and this is, and also, Chief, don't forget, even before the so-called Native Americans, there were black people here. In my family, we have not even started talking about what happened to those black people.
And we're going to continue to educate you.
That were here before the so-called Native Indians, Native Americans. Black people occupied the whole continent of the world, whether Africa or China. Matter of fact, the first great emperor of China was a black man. The first great emperor of Japan was a black man. You go around the whole world, it was nothing but black. You know, you go to China now, the population of the real dark-skinned people in China, they are there, but you don't hear about them because they try to conceal it. There's something in Japan.
Is that the same thing
about
Hawaii?
Hawaii, all over.
You don't even know this. But
the fact, ladies and gentlemen, we were first. We were the first people that the great Elohim created before any other body. Everybody else is not but remnants of the real human beings, which are black people.
Professor,
you need to understand that.
We're going to give these people so much. They can't absorb that much. So we're
going to slow down, right?
We're going to slow down.
We're going to slow down. Oh, Chief, because give me an opportunity to address. Remember you asked me about Biafra and, the partition, the 1804-85 Berlin Conference thing.
Yes.
And you asked me how it happened. And it came to Nigeria and all this kind of crap.
Yeah, in fact, I like you to touch on, I want you all to please listen to this.
Because let me address that.
Please let him address it.
Let me address that.
And maybe you can get to that point of 1914.
1914. Yeah. This is just a conversation with my big brother. It's a dialogue. We're having a dialogue, and we want you to be part of this dialogue. And
that's why we want you to call in.
Anything that you don't understand, hey, we are here to give you the real facts. Facts of life. Let's say.
Call in. Anything that you
202-202-250-000-1.
Call in.
So this is it, Chief. So the first people, or the first colonists, or the first adventurers that came to the place called Nigeria today were actually the Portuguese. The Portuguese, not even Britain, it was the Portuguese. They were the first to arrive. They were like merchants, like we have.
You're saying the Portuguese were actually the first people to land in this region.
In this region called West Africa and Nigeria, etc. It wasn't even Britain.
The British people.
Nope.
It wasn't Queen Elizabeth.
No, it wasn't even the great-granddaughter of Prophet Muhammad. I said it again. If you think I'm lying, hey, prove yourself. Prove it. It's an allegation. You need to prove that the queen is not related to Prophet Muhammad. That would be another topic, another day.
And you can actually call in later, but go ahead.
So when the Portuguese came,
yeah,
there were many empires there. There was a Kanuri Empire, there was a Benin Empire, there was Biafra Empire.
Biafra.
And Biafra at that time was spelled Biafara. Biafara. Now we say Biafra.
Biafra or Biafara?
Biafra. You know, it doesn't matter how you pronounce it, you know. But it simply meant at that time Biafra, meaning come and squeeze in. Biafra, come and squeeze in. You know,
the Indians did the same thing.
And come and squeeze in because of our magnanimity. Come and squeeze in. Meaning,
join us.
Meaning, live and let live. We have enough space for everybody. Come in. Come in and squeeze in. Come. We're welcome. Yeah. Which is the black man's nature. We don't reject guests.
No.
Wherever you come from, even though you look strange, like white people look strange at that time. Remember they used to live in cave. They were cave people before they came to the surface. You know.
Continue with the Biafra, please.
Yes, Biafra. Come and let live. Come and squeeze in.
Man. And that was that a mistake?
This was an empire that was already there.
So, but was that a mistake to invite these people in?
Well, again, that's African nature of welcoming guests. You don't reject guests. You know, because it's not our nature, it's part of our culture. You don't reject anybody. You bring them in, you cater for them, you know, whatever they need, you help them. Unfortunately, this Caucasian race took advantage of our magnanimity.
You can't invite them in to do anything.
Yes.
Anytime you invite them in, they want to take over.
They actually came to pillage, to steal, to get all that they could at that time. And,
don't know that.
And until today, they're still doing that.
You know it.
You know, so there were no good guests.
Ooh.
They were actually armed robbers.
Thieves.
They were actually thieves. They were all kinds of names that you will give them. So the Portuguese first arrived and realized that this place was called Biafra.
So
the land of the Biafra people.
When Nebo invited them in, they came to
they came in because they were merchants, so they blended with the people. They were merchants, even though in the back of their mind, they were looking for things that never existed in their own territory.
They were looking for your daughter. They were looking for your wife.
They were looking for gold. They were looking for all kinds of stuff.
They had devious intentions. Everything that they had in mind, you didn't know about it, but they had something sinister.
They did.
Every time they come into your house, even here, you know, in New York, there was a guy that said that one of those mayors that says, don't even knock, just go in.
Just go in. They came, again, the African culture, you welcome a guest no matter what. You welcome them and give them comfort. So that was what happened. So coming back to the so-called place called Nigeria, after the 1804-85 Berlin Conference, when they now, like you said, they now told Britain, this is your own territory to possess. They divided the whole of African continent. African continent of presently 54 countries.
54 countries in Africa. You know, most of you think that Africa is one state. It's not.
Yeah, the Caucasian race.
54 countries, 1.2 billion people.
Yeah. They divided the African continent among themselves.
And I just heard somebody say something. He said, what? In Africa, there's how many billion? 1.2 billion people in 54 countries today. Talk to me.
And so when Britain took possession of the place called Nigeria, we know what happened. In the area called Nigeria today, you had the southern people, you had the northern people, what they call the southern protectorate and the northern
protectorate. You know what happened, Professor.
Yeah.
I know what happened, but do you know what happened? When the British came over there in that 1804 divide and
after they divided the whole continent.
So
now
a lot of black people don't know.
No, a lot of black people don't know. Even our own people, my own people, they're into this.
Oh, I'm sorry.
They're into this wealth acquisition.
Sorry about that.
When you try to educate them about reality, they're not even ready to listen.
We know they gotta listen, But they're losing. We're losing lives.
Yeah.
How many black people were lost in doing the slave trade? 300 million black people. Black people.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you the so-called creation of Nigeria, the place you call Nigeria.
That's where we want to go. That's what you want to know. The creation of Nigeria.
Just simply, when the British found out that they were not able to manage a place called Northern Protectorate, which is in the north of the place called Nigeria, and that the only wealth so far they acquired prior to that and was what they got in the southern part of the country, they decided to mesh the two protectorates together.
And bound
it together in 1914 and call it Nigeria. And let me also tell you about the word Nigeria. Nigeria actually means nigger area.
Oh,
yes, sir.
No, you didn't.
Nigger.
No, you didn't.
That is the full meaning of Nigeria.
This map. This is a better one, by the way. But this map of Biafra was really called nigger area.
That's right.
The whole place.
And let me explain.
Explain that. That really, we don't like the idea of you calling everybody.
Let me explain. Let me educate the people.
Oh, come on, Professor.
Let me educate the people. Nigger area.
Nigger area?
Let me explain. At that time was the man they called Lugard. I don't like using the word Lord Lugard because it wasn't no Lord to it.
Who the hell this nigga?
It wasn't no Lord to nobody. See, that was the arrogancy of Britain.
Oh, he was not a nigger.
Because he was not a nigger.
Oh,
but guess what? Because at that time they thought the world was in their pocket. Anyway, everywhere they go, they pillage, kill, destroy, and steal.
Destroy.
So any one of them that was sent to be a leader in one of those adventurers, they regarded him as having done a lot of work. They would give him a title. Lord. Can you imagine? You see the
Lord have mercy.
You see the tradition of men.
Lord.
Yeah.
Lord.
So they call him today, even our own people call him Lord Lugard today.
Lord.
Can you imagine? You refer to the maker of heaven and earth, creator of the universe. You refer to him as Lord. And you also call human beings Lord. They call him Lord Lugard. So it happens that Lord Lugard invited his girlfriend, Miss Flor, girlfriend from Britain. She
a white woman.
A white woman. Will it be a black woman? She came. She traveled around the country. She traveled through ship to come and see her boyfriend, which is Lugard. And they were not married. Lugard never had any child. They were not married.
So you got this guy that lives in London, who is now
a leader in the new territory.
In a new
territory called Nigeria.
And then he brings his girlfriend.
He brings his girlfriend to come because at that time was some kind of annual ceremony. I forgot the name of that ceremony in the Niger area. Well, I call it Niger because that's not the original name.
Okay.
Where you say the Benue and the Niger River mix. I forgot. Oh my God, I forgot the name.
It's okay.
The original name of that place.
Black folks don't like too much rivers anyway.
It wasn't the original name.
Okay.
And this.
So what did she do when she got there?
So this annual festival really.
Yeah.
Was a festival that the natives, the surrounding ethnicities,
the people that
live there, perform this.
Because you call them natives, that black man would think that we natives down there.
They come out during that annual festival to do fishing.
Okay,
in that river.
Yeah.
So you're talking about a wide river with more than 1,000 people.
Fishing.
Their nets fishing.
Oh, well, yeah, sounds good. Sounds like good eating.
This girlfriend,
Uh-oh.
she was so overwhelmed.
The white woman.
Yes.
Oh,
when she saw so many dark-skinned looking people she had never seen in her whole life.
Uh-oh.
And she said, oh my Chineke. Oh my God, I've never seen this kind of crowd.
God, oh my God.
And so I said, oh my God, this is truly a nigger area.
A nigger area.
That was it all.
And that's how the place got named?
Nigger area. So to soften it, they now call it Nigeria.
All right, okay, hold on.
Nigger area.
Hold on,
Nigger area.
Can
a lot of people don't know this.
I see there's some people that are still coming in and calling in now. I prefer that you call us at that number.
Yeah, call us if you have any
because
question.
If you're trying to streamline, call us. Drop that thing that you're doing and call us at 202-251-00. 250-0001. Because the reason why I want you to call in is because we want you to be part of this new system that we've designed.
Yes, sir.
And I want the professor to go back to the point of explaining to us how this white woman, is there a comparable white woman today in Nigeria? Today?
Yeah, we see.
The ambassador of...
No, the ambassador of Britain.
It's a white woman.
It's a white woman.
Lord,
it's a white woman.
Mercy.
It's a woman.
It's a white woman. So
you see similarity.
It's a very similar... Okay.
Simple correlation.
I'm asking my producer, can we go to commercial? Because I need to take me some water or drink or something, because I want to know how a white woman came to Nigeria and named the country Nigeria. How did a white woman come to do that?
Yep.
Can we please go to some commercial? Please, producer. All hail Biafra.
People are my with these things.
All hail Biafra.
Biafrans, the die is cast. The wind is blown. Biafra land is completely surrounded by our enemies. They are now going house to house, killing our youth, women, children, men, livestock, burning houses and markets. They will reach your village if not stopped. We must defend our home, protect our mothers, our fathers, sisters, brothers, friends, and our neighbors. No mission is too complicated. We will get the job done. We have sworn to sacrifice our lives if necessary to ensure the survival of Biafra. We did not ask for this, but have been pushed to the wall, while the rest of the world watch, doing nothing as we are being slaughtered. We have cried and begged enough to deaf ears. We cannot make peace with one who wants no peace, but seeking to exterminate us. The only option left is to rise and defend us by all means necessary. Nigeria government, Boko Haram, bandits and herdsmen are one and the same. U.S. government knows this fact. U.S. government has more and better intelligence apparatus than the rest of the world put together. USA government, by selling military hardware, supporting genocide of other ethnicities and Christians by Muslim Fulani-led Nigeria terrorist government. To defend us, we need tools, and to get tools, we need support. Seeking self-defense is not a crime. We must be ready to strike when ordered to do so. From the Defense Structure Central Commander, please support Biafra Defense Fundraise Campaign. It is our duty. We, not the next generation, must get the job done. We did not ask for this, but compelled by necessity to survive. We cannot continue sitting and watching our people crushed or remain enslaved. We have been pushed to the wall, no place else to run to. Self-defense is not a crime. If Ukraine had to defend themselves, we must defend ourselves from the foreign invaders and the imposed governors. Man, we have to do this. This generation, not the next generation. We have to fight for our survival or else be exterminated. Support the Biafra Defense monthly fundraising. We are down, but not out. For the Lord is with us. We need your support now. We need your support now to be ready. We must be proactive. We need tools to defend ourselves. We need tools to defend ourselves. All hail Biafra! All hail Biafra!
ABVET, American Biafran Veterans Network, Umuada Biafra Worldwide, and Biafra News anchors approved this message. All hail Biafra! So much. We've gotten some other call. We're looking at Precious. There's another call coming in. We thank you, and we'll get back to Precious Edwards' comments. Oh my goodness, we have another call coming in from Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Give us your name and where you're calling from.
Please tell us who you are, even though I know. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Oh, that voice. Dr. Onyi, say, how are you, sir?
Fine, and you?
Thank you very much. Thank you for calling in. And I beg, please give us your assessment. And if you've been listening, we've talked about Boris Johnson, domestic airline, Buhari and Ebony State, the American election. We'll choose any one of those areas. The fuel prices in Nigeria, 700 naira now per liter, and the domestic airline being shut down. Any of those things that you would like to talk about or ask us about, go ahead, please.
Well, I don't think any of them could be spoken about, individually without the other. The hub on which they are all hinged is that Nigeria has failed, not a failing state. It's a failed state. So you can't talk about one or without the other. What is the origin of all this? You just do not have a government or had any government in the country. Rather, you have a Fulani caliphate who, through indirect rule, Britain are using them to siphon the resources in the southeast and the southwest, middle belt, if not the entire country. Both human resources and natural resources. They create the abject poverty by oppressing the people and forcing the human resource to even use money in the name of getting visa to buy themselves into slavery into all Western countries. That is what's going on. So the airline shutting down, the naira that is useless, and we never ever recover, as Nigeria we never recover, is not separable from anything else going on there. These are things that you may see in the social media more often and in newspapers, prints, but the minute-to-minute mayhem and the killing of innocent human beings going about their business by the bandits that the caliphate dressed as soldiers in Nigeria, and the ones they call repentant Boko Haram. How can you repent a killer?
The killers.
How can you repent them? And they come, dress them up, and push them into the southwest, southeast, middle belt, southern Kaduna to be killing people. The code of silence you see on international level today is nothing new and not unique in this situation. We're in a war of black and white. That's the fact. The code of silence is what has happened in the 1967-70 Biafra genocide,
also known as the Nigerian Civil War. It wasn't until
So don't address it.
Bruce
Because we don't know what he's saying.
connected himself in the front of UN office that
I got caught here.
acted like they're doing something.
Thank you.
And only we have to find a way to fight back at all levels by all means necessary. Since our cry for peaceful resolution is being ignored.
Thank you so much.
Nobody can tell us or force anybody to be in a relationship where you are a slave.
Thank
Not
you.
then, not UN, not ICC,
Thank
not
you.
Africa or any nation can do that.
Thank you
We
so
are
much.
going to be separated forever.
Thank you.
From this oppression and slavery. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that question. Very good, sir.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate your explanation, and let me just touch on one of the issues that you raise, and that is Britain responsible for stealing our resources, and that is absolutely true. Using these Fulani people who think they know anything. And ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are listening and watching, do you know, as I'm talking to you right now, do you know the Nigerian government does not know or have an accurate amount of oil that is being taken away from that country by Britain? Did you know that? They don't control it. Britain controls that. They have no idea how much oil is being stolen by Britain. And you can imagine Britain trying to bring any change or allowing any change in that enclave that they created. That's why it's very ridiculous when somebody say, oh, God created Nigeria and all those kind of crap. You know that is not true. Nigeria was created by Britain for nothing but their own selfish
gain, resource. That's it.
That's it. Nothing
they took
else.
The whole place for themselves.
That's it. Today, yesterday, and today.
At the expense of millions of lives. Millions of lives. Millions of your ancestors, black people in what is it called? Black colleges all over America. Your ancestors. Your ancestors, and I say it again, all those people being killed in Biafra, and this lesson by Professor, guess what we call him, Professor Black. How do you like that, huh? Does it not fit him well? But all the lessons that he has told us today is not going to stop there. We're going to continue it next week. There is a point that was being made by one lady called Precious Edwards, and we recognize that statement. What an insult! And people are dying for Nigerian area. What is she saying?
I don't know what she's saying. I can't really understand what she's saying. If she can come back and elaborate or make everything clearer, yeah, I think we will really appreciate that, Precious Edward.
It's Nigeria area.
Okay, our producer, Precious just made it clear to us what you're talking about. Yes, Precious.
Here's that question that you ask. What an insult. That's your statement. And people are dying for that Nigeria area.
Yes.
What an insult.
She's being modest, saying Nigeria.
Well, she's being real.
We know what nigger means. It's a derogatory name. They call black people all over the world. Yeah, we know that. Yeah. She's being soft.
She's really.
And I'm being raw, telling you the way it is. I will come in smoking hot. Or I will come in as an but I am not going to be lukewarm. I will not be lukewarm. I'm going to tell you the way it is, and you're going to learn the truth. It's nothing but the truth, because at the end of the day, the truth takes over,
sets you free.
Sets you free.
All of us free. We don't get this freedom called Biafra.
You need to hear the truth.
We must have Biafra. Well, we agree with you, Precious. We agree with you. People are dying. That's what she's basically saying.
Mm-hmm.
And Precious, you know, every day while even we're broadcasting, some damn drunk marijuana smoking idiot with a machine gun given to them by the British, given to them by the Russians. You know, let's call it what it is.
Yes.
Russia is supplying an Islamic country with weapons to kill Igbo people. Your people. Your people. Oh, you don't want to be, you know, I know some Negroes will say, I ain't got nothing to do with it. No.
Well,
Mother
listen,
you are.
Yeah, those people, listen to this. You are not going to run away from your shadow. You know it's not possible.
Ooh, that's deep.
You know it's not possible.
You can't run from your shadow.
The world already knows who you are. You're not going to run away from there.
So anyway,
you might as well join.
You know,
you might as well
get
involved.
Come back home.
Yep.
That's basically
you
what
might as well get involved.
Come back home. You know, we're gonna try to.
Because Chief, let me say this.
Let
me say this to people that reason like this kind of people. The world already knows who you are. You're not going to run away from the facts.
Mm-hmm.
You are not going to run away. And guess what? So long as you keep on denying yourself, it's called self-denial.
Mm-hmm.
So long as you keep on denying yourself, I'm not going to listen to this. So long as you keep doing that, you are never going to get any respect by anybody. As soon as you start looking inwards, you realize who you are, get involved, tell the rest of the world that you are somebody. Nobody's going to say you are somebody. Nobody's going to give you any respect. So the sooner you rise up to tell the world who you are, the better for you. Other than that, you will still be going in circle. As you keep going in circle, nobody's actually going to give you respect.
Nobody's going to respect
Nobody's going to respect you.
Unless
you can deny Africa
yourself.
all you want. You can deny your color all you want. Guess what? The great Elohim, when he made the humans, he knew what he was doing. He made you look different from the next person. And you ain't going to deny it.
We have some more calls coming in already. And this denial, sorry. I hung up and sorry about that.
we just had a caller and please call back.
Call back.
We're here to take your calls. 202-250-0001. Give us a call. We are here. And by the way, this is just a general discussion. We're just having a general discussion.
Going to continue this because the lesson that we have learned today from Professor Black is going to be continued next week. We need you to understand what is all this problem going on in this place called Nigeria and Biafra and England and yes, even America, But the point that he just made needs to be taken seriously unless you accept, and I'm talking to black people, white people, if you don't accept yourself, nobody else is going to accept you.
Amen.
So, we got work to do.
Yes, we know.
I know. We know that so many people don't even, most Congress people in America don't even know what or where Biafra is. And I'm sure that those who don't want the world to know, they love that. They don't want anybody to know about you anyway.
Yep.
So we're here to tell the world, hold it. Ease on, bro. We got more to talk to you about.
We do.
Ambassador to Nigeria, that white woman.
Yeah, we do. And Chief, one other thing people don't know, We've been enslaved 7 good times.
Oh,
The last one was just about 400 years ago. And the African Americans, those in Caribbean, and all over the country.
Mississippi,
they all over the
Alabama.
Place. A lot of them don't really know who they are. Here's my suggestion. Go ahead and take a DNA test. You know, there are many companies that offer that test. Go ahead and take a DNA test. And make sure you ask them to identify or to at least tell you which part. If you are told that you are from Nigeria, make sure you ask them to correctly identify
which part
of Nigeria you come from. Chances are you are a Biafran. Chances are you are a Hebrew. And that will be another topic another day. Because I know a lot of people have questions to ask. And I'm here to clarify a lot of things. Chief.
My dear brother, you're a Biafran. You're Igbo. Any way you look at it, you're Igbo. One way or another, you're Igbo. So we'll clarify all of this next week when we come back. And I'm sorry that I hung up on some people that called, and it was just a finger error, and not deliberate error. I don't know. There's so much to talk about. Let us thank those people that on the day that Buhari went to Ebonyi State, they didn't come out. For whatever reason and whatever they agreed upon, but at least one thing is showing, Ndi were beginning to comply with Ndi Igbo. Call it what it is. This is a bottle of water. So they didn't come out. They didn't come out to wave the flag at a killer that came to the land. They didn't come out to welcome at a murderer who came to the land. So that's saying something when mom, dad, brother, uncle are starting to say to themselves, let me not go out today.
Thank you, Chief. Chief, what a lot of people don't know about Igbo people, we are very peaceful, loving people.
Oh, for sure.
Very peaceful, loving people. We don't want no trouble with anybody. We come to you. We blend with you. We would like to know why and how, what makes you successful. We would like to learn why you're doing so well. And we are ready to do anything, clean your floor, do everything that we need to do to learn your trade.
Professor, but I keep hearing all this about Igbo people are so intelligent.
Chief, forget about intelligence. Let me just explain something to them that they don't know. We don't come to take over from nobody. We come to blend. Remember the meaning of Biafra. Biafra, come and squeeze in, or come and live with us. Live and let live. That is the meaning of Biafra. And that has always been our custom, welcoming people in our midst. And as we also go elsewhere, because we are travelers, as we go elsewhere, we also plan to blend with you, live with you peacefully, because we are peaceful people.
We have learned an awful lot today.
Yes.
But there is a little bit of devilishness around me in my ears talking to me. Wait now. Let me tell you what he's saying. We're peaceful. Okay. We're nice. Okay. But every time that we open that damn door, somebody come in there and mess us up.
Thank you, Chief. You know why? It's all about envy. The Caucasian race, they envy us. They know who we are. Britain, they know who we are. They know, all these people know who we are. Like I said again, we come in peacefully. We don't look for trouble until you start some kind of trouble. And we're going to show you that we don't relax and let you just right over us.
So
Just
are
like
you
that.
trying to tell me that Igbo people have retaliatory instincts if you push them too far?
You push them too far, you're going to regret. It's like touching a sleeping dog, a sleeping lion, they say.
So in
Let
other words,
him be. He is not there to make trouble with you.
Some people understand that song.
He's there to just find out why you're doing well so that they can also do well. Because we're travelers.
Yeah.
That's why when you come to us, which is exactly the advantage that the Caucasian race, I keep using Caucasian race, because they were the people that left their own enclave and travel over the sea to come to us.
Our land and
we didn't go to them, they came to
all
us.
this noise.
Yes, they came to us.
We didn't invite them.
One hand gone, another hand the Bible.
And we didn't invite them.
Yeah, we didn't invite them.
They just came on there.
They came, they killed, they raped, they did all that they did. And turned around and called us savages.
I'm getting that itch again.
Can you imagine that? Can you imagine the insult? And up to today, they're still calling us savages.
Oh my God.
We have a call. We have a call. We have a call.
I got an itch.
Yeah, we have a call.
I got an itch.
Go ahead.
Thank you so much. I'm not sure who you are. Please identify yourself.
And where you calling from?
Where you calling from?
This is Mazi Carlo.
Yes, sir.
Carlo.
Yes, sir, Mazi.
I'm doing great.
You have heard of a lot of issues, and the Professor Black have touched on quite a number of subject areas, interesting subjects. There is something in your mind. What is that, sir?
It's this intentional misrepresentation by the Nigerian media about something the British government did yesterday, a situation or something not at all unique that all countries are doing with people seeking asylum. And the Nigerian media, compromised media, sometimes people rightly call them gutter media, misrepresent what was done to state it as if UK was proscribing IPOB. I'm so happy the British government realizing the implication of letting such stupid sabotage to stand came out quickly and kind of straighten things up. I'm happy about that. But one thing I wish Biafrans will pick up from that is an understanding of how many people are bidding for IPOB and bidding for Biafrans to fail. And for us to be pushed out of track of what we are looking for, trying to get our beloved Biafra restored, independent state of Biafra. So I'm happy that happened yesterday, and I just hope Biafrans will understand. Take note of that and stop giving the Nigerian government reasons to jump on things like that. And those people that are busy sharing the false narrative, I wish they will quickly catch what's going on here and stop sharing the lies. And instead, they should share the correction so that the world will know. And I'm happy too that the correction made by Britain kind of revealed, exposed how much or how degenerated and how corrupt the Nigerian government and its media is. That's what I have in mind, and I'm just so happy that the correction was swiftly done. And we should capitalize on that and let the world know how corrupt Nigerian government is.
Thank you. Thank you,
so
Mazi Carlo. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mazi Carlo.
Chief, do you want to follow up on that? Or
the thing that I would like to, what I would like to see happen, because the UK Prime Minister's policy states that if you're trying to become a refugee in England, that what they would like you to do is to go to
Rwanda.
Okay. Now, if what I would like to see is if the people that are now refugees can return back.
Wow.
I mean, as dangerous as it is, Rwanda is no safe haven, although Boris Johnson says it's a safe haven. More than 1 million people were killed in Rwanda. That was an insult. The man is a rude, insulting individual. Well, if you don't like coming to Britain, your slave master's country, go to Rwanda where we killed more than 1 million people. You got to read between the lines. That was an insult.
Thank you.
I mean, because I don't think the Rwandan government, they never said anything. It was the British Prime Minister Boris Johnson who made the statement. Okay, so you're a refugee. So you lost your home. So you lost your village. So you lost your parents. So you got your father, your mother, your uncle, your sister got raped, murdered and all that, and now you're a refugee. Don't come to England and expect to stay in a hotel. Professor, you got to touch on that.
Thank you.
Carlo really, Mazi Carlo was so good about that.
Yes.
So, okay. But go to Rwanda.
Thank you, Chief.
What does it mean?
Like you said already, what an insult. You know who to blame? The people to blame, once again, are the so-called African leaders. The morons you call African leaders. Most of them, if not all of them, are nothing but slaves. They are still mentally disturbed by the way and method of this so-called Caucasian race. See, that's why the African people have no respect. Who do you put as a leader? Remember how I described them one time? The 3 T's. Thugs, thieves, and thugs. Motopack thugs. The 3 T's. When you have these 3 T's constantly ruling African countries, what do you expect? You can't expect much. Why will somebody, a president or whoever is called in Rwanda, accept this stupid suggestion from this Italian man in Britain called Boris? Why will an African leader accept that nonsense? That is insult upon insult upon insult. Now you see why we have no respect when it comes to dealing with these Caucasian people. Because they think we cannot think. Again, all because we have morons as leaders in Africa. What an insult. By the way, why do you think people leave Biafra land, leave Yoruba land, leave northern side of it, going elsewhere looking for us? I'm telling you, this last place that I will even want to visit will be Britain. Britain is a poor country. They are still alive today because of the stealings that that goes on with what they do with African countries. Why is this pound sterling still something to talk about today? Because it's backed by gold. Gold from where? From Africa. From Africa. When EU threatened it, when EU tried to equalize it, what did Britain do? Suddenly they got out from EU. And it was through referendum, the same referendum that they cannot accord any other person. See, we are the problem, not them, because we let them keep insulting us left and right. Left and right. Now you go back to what Mazi Carlo was saying. Oh, come on. What an insult. Who is aiding and abetting this migration? You call people looking elsewhere, trying to get to Britain and all this kind of
aiding and abetting the refugee issue.
Aiding and abetting. They are really behind the whole nonsense. They are. Britain is the head of the snake. Britain is head of the snake. Aiding and abetting.
What about those?
So you ask, Chief, what are they looking for? You see, they are being chased out from their own country by Muslims. So don't you think maybe they have a plan? Oh, let's chase these Biafrans, let's chase these Africans out, so that when Muslims chase us out, we'll go now and occupy African
Nigeria.
Occupy Nigeria, take over Nigeria, occupy there.
Okay.
Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever thought about that?
They're moving.
Because they are aiding and abetting. Why will you encourage me
to go to
somewhere? I am protesting for my freedom, self-determination, that is my right. And I'm asking that I will be let free. That's my God's given right. And instead of supporting me, you telling me, why don't you just leave? Why don't you just leave? And now you leave. You're not going to come to UK.
So we don't have room for you in UK.
We don't have any room for you in UK. You go to Rwanda. You go. What an insult.
What about those people that are now in Britain? Those Igbo people that are living seemingly comfortable in Britain. What is this British Prime Minister's statement
their next
say
step
to you?
Their next step. They will find a way now to start denying them citizenship, and if possible, set them up to banish them.
It wasn't about 6 months ago that the British became involved in the immigration of certain Nigerian students to try to extract that intelligence out of Nigeria and bring them to Britain. And
it's brain drain. It's called brain drain.
And it hasn't been it was less than a year that process.
Brain drain. I think I saw the video.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden now they're saying, go to Rwanda.
Go to Rwanda.
Never mind. Don't come over here.
Don't come over here. Go to Rwanda.
Go to Rwanda. Where they kill.
What a stupid morons.
Oh my God.
Britain, you really think you're smart? You really think you're intelligent? That's what you really think.
Wouldn't it be
It
nice?
was a brain drain when you were interested in taking all the professionals, especially MDs. In this enclave they created, they call Nigeria. It was okay. It was all right.
Just wouldn't it be nice if those engineers and those doctors and those lawyers and those people that, first of all, take that white wig off their head. And those people that are now in Britain.
It's ridiculous, my brother.
Wouldn't it be
you
nice
see people
if
wearing that
white wig?
Oh, are you guys okay?
Oh my goodness!
Wearing that stuff in your head in a temperature of
110 degrees.
And you see tradition.
And
you know why?
Let
me tell you.
That wig moves.
Yeah, let me tell you why this country is great. And look at us all here, doing free, doing things on our own. People don't know this country also had to fight to be where they are today. Do you know why America is great today? Because they changed all those nonsense that Britain used to have. They changed it. Look at the football field. You know American football. You know the other one called football. The goalpost is on the ground on the other one.
And the other one is...
In American, the goalpost is up. What do you call it? What do you call that thing that gives light? The switch.
Yeah.
When you go up here, you give us light. When you go down over there, you give people black. You give people darkness. Yeah. You see what makes this country great? Because they went their own way and created their own thing.
And it also makes people here do some thinking.
Yes.
Especially black people.
They will make you think.
And sometimes it does seem like it's we should not be talking to black people at all. Come on, we've been here for 300 years.
Yep.
We've been slaves long enough. We don't really care. But it just seems like you do need to care. You need some backwards lessons.
Yes.
Before you can figure out forward motion. You heard what I said.
How can you succeed if you don't know where you're coming from?
Michael, I think our producer is trying to tell us that we have really done a marvelous job today.
Okay, he's giving us a
I'm getting donut hungry.
Hey, Chief, I can stay here and talk all day.
Yeah, we really can.
But
because there's so much issues are coming up everywhere.
Yeah.
I just want to thank all those soldiers that went to Abia State during the time that Buhari is in Ebonyi State. And it was supposed to be that they should be going to Ebonyi State to start a confrontation. But indeed, we're not stupid. We're not going to fight our own anymore.
Yes.
So they went to Abia and asked people to quietly go home,
to chill.
Don't come around. And they didn't go all the way to Ebony State,
yes,
to begin a confrontation and begin a war. So I commend all those
people. And Chief, not to step on your tongue.
Step on it.
And this is why.
Oh, not my tongue.
And this is why you see they came out with this nonsense about Britain proscribing IPOB as a terrorist organization. These people are desperate. They are very desperate. They came out with this idea and they were so excited to blow it out of proportion. But we know Britain is not stupid either. You see how they came out, what Mazi Carlo was saying? You see how they came out to say, no, we never said that. Please don't misquote us.
And they probably have been saying it all wrong.
Now, you see, it's part of the desperation of the ruling class. I don't really call them class because when you rule by the arm of force, I don't call you a leader. I don't call you a ruler. I call you stupid.
You see? Mazi Carlo was so on point, as you two have been, and Umada have been. And thank you, Precious. We really appreciate it, indeed, and we really love you so much.
Yes.
Umada, we love you so much. Let me also send this message to children that are still born in this country and in other European countries. As the professor says, Igbo people travel. If there's no Igbo person where you're going, go back. That's as simple as that. Don't stay there. No. If there's not an Igbo person, if you travel to anywhere in the world and you don't see an Igbo person, get out. Run, and don't even stop.
And don't look back.
So I beg you.
We are travelers.
So because there's nothing there for you if an Igbo man or Igbo woman is not there.
It's not there.
So because we'll be back next Saturday with Professor Black. I love that name, Professor Black. I don't care what you want to call him, but to me, he's always going to be Professor Black. Yeah? And that number that we gave you, if you did not get a chance to call in this time, call in again the next Saturday. We'll be here. By the grace of God, we'll be here. That number, remember that number? Where is it again?
202 250
0001. That number is for you. And we're going to try to end this for today because we're getting donut hungry. I wish the professor will allow me to take him to go over and get some pepper soup or some fufu. But, he's got things to do. Congratulations to all in the Bonine who are behaving and controlling their mindset, remembering that our mission is one. Not to do anything whatsoever with election in Nigeria or referendum. That's for me, referendum or anything else. We have one mission, and that mission is to restore the sovereign nation of Biafra.
One mission.
One nation.
One mission.
What is wrong with that? We know what we're doing. We want our own nation.
It's not a crime.
And we're going to get it.
Granted.
One earth, one nation. And we need the support of Black people everywhere. Anybody else will kind of look at it. There's something that you keep saying. If it's not being done now, we'll get to Biafra and then we'll look into it. Is that how you say it?
I always say.
Did I say that? Did I say it wrong?
Yeah, no, you didn't, because we're not perfect.
We're not perfect.
Because it was only one perfect human being. It was God that came here as a human being.
So as we're moving forward,
only one is perfect. When the time comes, you bring out your grievances. Even Idu people, whatever you call them, bring your grievances.
Whatever.
Bring it and we sit around and we talk about it, we discuss it.
You're welcome to call
before then, it's Biafra or nothing.
It is. And that's nothing wrong with that. Nothing. Until the next time, this is Chief Obidike and Professor Black.
Dr. Black.
Dr. Professor Black of the American Biafran Veterans Network. Until the next time, God
Bye-bye.
bless you.
God bless you.
Take care.
God bless all Biafrans.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
That's it.
All hail Biafra. All hail Biafra.
Biafrans, the die is cast. The wind is blown. Biafra land is completely surrounded by our enemies. They are now going house to house, killing our youth, women, children, men, livestock, burning houses and markets. They will reach your village if not stopped. We must defend our home, protect our mothers, our fathers, sisters, brothers, friends, and our neighbors. No mission is too complicated. We will get the job done. We have sworn to sacrifice our lives if necessary to ensure the survival of Biafra. We did not ask for this, but have been pushed to the wall, while the rest of the world watch, doing nothing as we are being slaughtered. We have cried and begged enough to deaf ears. We cannot make peace with one who wants no peace, but seeking to exterminate us. The only option left is to rise and defend us by all means necessary. Nigeria government, Boko Haram, bandits and herdsmen are one and the same. U.S. government knows this fact. U.S. government has more and better intelligence apparatus than the rest of the world put together. USA government, by selling military hardware, is supporting genocide of other ethnicities and Christians by Muslim Fulani-led Nigeria terrorist government. To defend us, we need tools, and to get tools, we need support. Seeking self-defense is not a crime. We must be ready to strike when ordered to do so. From the Defense Structure Central Commander, please support Biafra Defense Fundraise Campaign. It is our duty. We, not the next generation, must get the job done. We did not ask for this, but compelled by necessity to survive. We cannot continue sitting and watching our people crushed or remain enslaved. We have been pushed to the wall, no place else to run to. Self-defense is not a crime. If Ukraine had to defend themselves, we must defend ourselves from the foreign invaders and the imposed governors. Man, we have to do this. This generation, not the next generation. We have to fight for our survival or else be exterminated. Support the Biafra Defense monthly fundraising. We are down, but not out. For the Lord is with us. We need your support now. We need your support now to be ready. We must be proactive. We need tools to defend ourselves. We need tools to defend ourselves. All hail Biafra! All hail Biafra!
HABVET, American Biafran Veterans Network, Umuada Biafra Worldwide, and Biafra News anchors approved this message. All hail Biafra!